Hey everyone, Todd here from Mission Millennial Z Alpha Generations, where we share the other side of the creation story with today's youth. In today's new series, I'm starting a series called Briefly Refuting Internet Atheists and Theists, because we do both here on this channel. And I want to do it briefly, a series where I come across something like I traffic on, visit a lot of like Facebook groups, creation versus evolution Facebook groups on Facebook and YouTube also. So I traffic there a lot. So I like to be able to hit on some of these things that only takes about 5 minutes and just sort of like cover quickly and let it go and move on to the next one type thing every time I see it. So this is why I'm here today. So let's get right into this. Now, this quote that I'm dealing with here is from the Atheism versus Christian Debate Central Facebook group. And here's the post that I want to critique. And it says, atheism has and never will rely on evidence to support atheism. Only their lack of evidence BS claims about theism. So they're only relying on the lack of evidence they perceive theism has, but they have no evidence for atheism. Now think about that. That is logically flawed. In the debate world, you're supposed to have positive arguments for what you do believe, naturalism, and negative arguments to counter what the theists believe. You're supposed to respond to those. Now, we won't get into all the dynamics of debate logic and debate rules and, evidence rules right here, but let's just go with that. So let's read some of the comments that were made here. Now, Reuben Khan, I think his last name is, says, in agreement with the poster here, the absence of verifiable evidence about gods is why atheism exists. Thank you. Now, what? The absence of verifiable evidence about gods? How about evidence for naturalism? And this is what I bring up to Reuben here in my comment, which I addressed toward Reuben. And here's what I said to Reuben. Okay, you reject supernaturalism. How about verifiable evidence that everything has naturalistic origins? You are a naturalist, aren't you? You reject supernaturalism. So do you have proof for naturalism, or is it just a blind faith in naturalistic origins? If you have no objective premise-based arguments for how the universe and life originated naturalistically, that means you have no positive proof for your position. Now think about that. They have no positive proof if they can't offer any. You just can't say, I don't believe you. You have to prove what you do believe. Perhaps you, like the poster above, say, and I didn't spell it out right, and never will rely, perhaps Reuben, never will rely on evidence to support atheism. You should. I have both positive proof theism is true and negative proof naturalism isn't. And it doesn't follow that because you haven't heard good arguments for supernaturalism doesn't disprove supernaturalism. You might simply be ignorant of them, those good arguments. That is why you need positive proof for your position. I, a theist, don't simply say, I'm a theist because I haven't heard good arguments for naturalism. That would be silly. I don't simply say, I am a moon lander because I haven't heard good evidence for moon hoaxers, from moon hoaxers, why we haven't landed on the moon. I actually give good positive evidence for why we did land on the moon and rebut the moon hoaxers' arguments too. So that's basically how we should handle things. So if you're an atheist and you disagree with me, put it in the comments below. I like to see why you don't need to show proof for atheism. Now, this idea that you don't need to give proof for atheism comes from top atheists too. it trickles down to the internet atheists. People like Richard Dawkins, they say, oh, I heard him say the other day, he says something like, oh, the onus is on theists to prove theism, not on atheists to prove atheism. I'm going to do a video on that later about the honest thing, but the other particulars in that particular video I'm going to cover. So anyway, I hope you liked the video. If you do, hit the like and subscribe button. And if you haven't done so already, leave some comments in the comment section below and let us know what you really think about this channel, any improvements and so forth that could be made. And we would thank you for that. Have a good day.